Hello? What's going on? Hello? Darn it. What's wrong with the sound? Darn it. Hang on for a second. Darn it. Hello? Hang on. Alright, coming in. And I just put right here till somebody comes in. I just walk on that track thing. Anybody gonna come in here, it's okay. Everybody's coming in. Let's see. Work on the yard. Okay, let's see if I move this. Anybody can see this? Maybe pull this out of the way. This might not work, but pull this out of the way. Somebody's coming in. Now I can see this. Let me shrink it down. Where is my error? Let me shrink it down. Now I can see this, but it might not be here. Work on the layout. Might be too bright to see. Work on the layout. If I can turn it towards the light, it may not work. See if I can adjust it. See if I can, go up. Clean these glasses. Is that okay? Everybody doesn't come in. Let's see. Let's see how many feet I got. Got approximately about 8 feet of yard. Nobody's coming in. Okay. Let's zoom in. Well, work on my track plan. Oh well, personnel, maybe that was me coming in. Maybe that was me. I don't think anybody's going to come in today. I approximately. All right. See if I put in a 28-inch raise down here on the end. 28. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Put in 30. 28, 1.5. Let's see, another curve. Put another curve in. No, I need another curve. Put another curve in. 28. 28. No, I don't need 80. 28. 28. 28. 1.5. 30. 30. Connect that. Connect this right here. Okay. Another 28. Be my main radius. Come down here. Another 28. Let's see. Put in a 30. A 28. No. Angle. Put an angle 30. 28-inch radius. 28. 1.5. Shouldn't be too sharp. If I can get it to move. Stop. See, nobody's coming in today. If there's anybody watching, y'all can come on in. See, I got my microphone right here. I'm right here putting my layout together. And I'm not an expert at this. Alright, okay, go down here. That's a 28. Let's see. Get a number 6. Look for number 6. That's the number 7. Number 6. Turn out. Turn around. Okay. We'll put it right here. Trying to redesign my SCL layout. I want to have a staging yard, but I don't know if I'm going to have a room for a staging yard. My main line is going to be a 28-inch radius, and on the other side is going to be a 30-inch radius. My building is actually it's 9 by 19, but oh well, we'll leave. Let's see. Do I need a left-hand turnout? Yeah, I do. Let's see if I don't go to File. You may not be interested in that, but let me go to File. Come on. Yes. Okay, may not can show it to you. Let me see if I can take this with my phone. Let me take it with the photos. Put on the photos. No, I don't want. But the only way I can show it. Man, ain't nobody coming here today. I'll take this off. Nobody can come here. Sorry, I got my microphone down. Got a track playing right here already designed. Got 2 or 3 already designed. Want to build it. Here, I'll show you the photo of them. Just took some photos of them. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. Hang on, I got it right here. This is my building. I may not consider the sun. This is actually the photo of my building. This is actually photos of my building. I'm gonna put my train layout into. Hang on, let me put this back on. The issues I'm running into, I won't design this layout. I'm not gonna have the biggest space, biggest layout I want to have. I guess that's okay because I want to have a staging yard. Let's see where I run it. And this right here is going to be my main area where I'm going to put my yard at. My yard's going to go in this corner. Actually, let me see if I can show it to you. My yard's going to go in that long area right here where it's got the measuring tape on to, not where it's got the roll of tape on to. Let me zoom into the one area that long area that's running to. I'm gonna put my yard right there. I'm gonna have at least an 8 or 9 foot yard, double ended. I mean, I could have done a point to point yard, but my yard is going to be like this. Let me show you. I'll show you the photo of my yard. I got it on photos. Let me see it. I took a photo of it. It's like this. This is this is the photo of my layout done. Let me see if I can blow it up. You may not can see it good because I gotta get photocopies of it. Okay. I gotta get my phone. This is the image of my layout that I've been working on. The 2 blue buildings in the far corner is the image of the city. The furthest track, let me see if I can get a pencil. Let me see if I can get a pencil, the image where you can see it. It's hard to do it. The track right here, there's 3 tracks. The track closer to the blue buildings is the lead track going into the yard, and the 2 tracks in the further, the track next to it is the main line. Then the other, darn, it's kind of hard to show it, but I'm gonna have to get a print of it. Let me see if I can do it again. It's hard to do it on the phone. And that sub end track right there on the I'm showing on my phone is the it's the interchange track. I didn't know what I was going to do. I went on some forum or SCL forum about 2 years ago, and somebody suggested that that sub end track will make a good interchange track. Like something like a Jacksonville, Florida, or what do you call it, like Atlanta, Georgia, because I'm all in the seaboard coastline, somewhere like in southeast Georgia, or what do you call it area, like my line's running. I'm trying to make a decision. Do I want to run in Savannah, Georgia, or up to like the old seaboard coastline, Savannah, the old seaboard coastline, Savannah division, or the Jacksonville division? But I only got so much limited space. And approximately my yard's going to be about, here's my yard right here. This is the beginning of my yard. The light's going to blind you. That's my yard right there. Let me clear you can see it. Approximately has about 6 tracks. And there's more of the yard right there. Hang on. Let me blow it back up more. More of the yard right there. About, let's see how many tracks it's got. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 tracks, and one run around track for the. Let's see if I can turn around. And this 3 tracks on the very end. You can see it. That's the engine terminal. And the 2 tracks on the very top above it. The 1 track's a 28-inch radius, and the top track is a 30-inch radius. And the 2 tracks is another industrial. I probably got about 5, 6 industrials. And I created this kind of like horseshoe loop go around inside of my building. I wish there more people would come in and comment and tell me what they think. I created this about 2 or 3 years ago. You probably can't see. I'm going to try to get a copy of it this week. I like to put a camera mount down here where I can shine my layout. This is another industrial spur. Let me see right there. And that track goes around. That other track goes into an industrial. Actually, it's a passing track. This right here is a industrial spur. And these 3 tracks in the far up there, the 2 top is the 2 main lines, and one's a siding. If I ever want to do switching, I can get around and do switching. And that track right here is a track I put in there. I kind of took it out, didn't want to do it and stuff. And here's the bottom track right there. Let's see if I can zoom in. This is another industrial spur. It can be for gondolas or for cover hoppers or for box cars. It's basically going to be like a loop around layout. Now I didn't want to create like a little racetrack where the train goes around into a circle. I want to create it with like an operational layout. I want to have a staging yard where the train goes off into a destination, like if it went through a couple trees and disappeared and came back. And I kind of learned a train does not go. You just don't run. You don't run a train just to run a train. A train goes to a certain destination. Let's say, example, like a train leaves right across Georgia, and it goes up to Atlanta, Georgia, or if it goes from Atlanta to Jacksonville, Florida, and it delivers goods. If it's delivering fertilizer, if it's delivering gas, oil, furniture, and I wanted to recreate that back in the days of the 70s and stuff. But the only thing I could do is create a couple spur tracks in a yard. I do want to have I forgot to mention, I got one interchange track where I can interchange cars. Excuse me, I'm about to pull off my microphone here. Oh, hey, Boxcar Jerry, how you doing? I'm discussing about my layout and stuff. If you can, discussing about my future layout. My build, like I say, my layout's only about 19 by 9, and it's got masonite inside of it. I don't know if you can hear me. Let me see if I can adjust my microphone. Let me put it back on. And here's some of the track I got down here. This is code 100. I have code 100, and I got, let's see what else I got. And this is Pico code 83. Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Boxcar Jerry. How are you doing? It's raining here in southeast Georgia. Actually, it's raining right across. It's been raining all day. I'm just kind of anxious and ready to start building my layout and stuff. Actually, I don't know if you might have seen it. I might show it again. This is some of the layout pictures. Hang on, you may not see it, but This is the layout. This is some of the layout design off of any rail boxcar, Jerry. If I can show it. This is some of the, this is off of any rail. Designed this a couple years ago. It might have a brightness to the, let me turn away from the brightness. This is some of it's number 6 and code A3. This is from, I designed this off of any rail. Let me go to another photo. Let me see if I can find it. And this right here, let me gather this. If I can show it out of the brightness. Okay, this right here is part of the layout design. The 2 blue buildings is supposed to be the city. If I can show it. The switch track right here, I mean, it's hard for me to point out. Doing good, Digger. This is the layout design right here. The 2 blue buildings right here on the far side is the city. The track closer to the buildings is my yard leading to the yard. Actually, I probably can show it to you. Hang on for a second. Let me show you the whole layout. If y'all can see it, let me zoom in. This is the layout design. If y'all can see this, if I can show it to you, this is the layout I designed. You may not can see it, but this is my SCL layout. So I'll let y'all see it. It fits in a 9 by 19 building. The main radius is a 28-inch radius. The other side radius is a 30-inch radius. And my main yard, that's my main yard in the middle. On the other side is the engine terminal and the caboose track. I got a couple of the industrials. And the far track on the other side, I got 3 passing tracks, and I got a long passing track right there. I designed that a couple years ago, and I could probably zoom in. I'm gonna try to zoom into the yard. The yard is approximately about 8 or 9 foot right here. This is my yard. I'm gonna zoom into my yard. This is my yard right here. This is my yard. You probably can't see it. My yard is about at least 9 to 10 feet long. And I'm using Pico. I'm going to use Pico number 6s and use number 5s in the industrial switches. And right here, if I can point it out, the track. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm gonna have to go closer to it. And the track, you might not can see it, but that track. Let me see if I can hold it up. This track right here is the bypass track for the engine terminal, where the locomotives can bypass the yard and go to the engine terminal right here. And like if I was to like right here, this right here is the bypass track. I actually call it the run around track. The trains will come on this track right here on a 28-inch radius. And they will come on this track right here. Then all the main trains will come. Let me put it up here where you can see it. It's about hard for me to hold it. They come on this track, and this is my main yard. It's hard to do it there. My hand's holding it. See, I might have another photo of it. Let's see if I can pull it up. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can go to photos. Go to photos. Let's see. Okay, that's the end of the yard right there. If I can hold it, the sun might be. Thanks, Digger. Let me do it again. And that's the end of the yard right there. I got to zoom in right there. These two tracks right here is another industrial spur. This is a 28-inch radius. This is a 28-inch radius, and this is a 30-inch radius. This is the engine terminal. And this is the number 6 turnout. Because I'm going to be running 6-axle locomotives, 6-axle and 4-axle locomotives and stuff. And let's see, let me go back to here. And this is my main, where is my main one at? I got put together. And this is my main, this is almost like a horseshoe. Let me put it in there. This is almost like a, if you can't see it because of the brightness of the light, let me put it in there. This is almost similar. This is like a horseshoe loop. When I start building, I'm going to give y'all updates and stuff or live stream it. The outside simmered outdoor towards the end of the bench is a 30-inch radius, a 28 and a 26. I get 28, no 30, 28, 26. Then if I'm doing switching operations, the engine can run around the freight cars on the 26-inch radius and leave the cars on the 28 and 30. And I guess I can no longer, and plus, I counted my, let's see, I'm going to count how much space I got in between this. Let me zoom down. Tell me if this sounds right. I counted my space in between. I was listening to, I can't think of his name, DJ of DJ's trains of single track versus double track. And because I'm going to be modeling the seaboard coastline area, I know we all have a preference. I chose to go single track. I'm going to have double track around the yard because I might be doing switching where I need to have double track, where I can get around the train and get back in there and switch around the cars around the yard and stuff. Let's see if I can. I got to count it. I can't see it. I can't even see it. The sun blinded me. I got to see it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I got, no, excuse me. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't even see it. I got it. Hang on, blinding me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 feet between one turnout to the other. I mean, I got 9 feet of single track, plus I got another turnout. Then on my other side, before I go to, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got one side. I got 9 feet of single track. On the other side, I got 9 feet. I got 9 feet and 8 feet of single track. I don't know if that's pretty good to have single track. Have one side I got one side leaving the yard. On this side I got 9 feet of single track. On the other side I got 8 foot of single track. And plus I'm gonna have a truss bridge. It's by Atlas and it's 18 inches long. And I'm gonna have a like a muddy river going underneath it. And that's what I'm gonna do. I want to have a what you call it, a staging yard, but I'm not gonna have no. I won't even have a room for a staging yard. But I guess I'm just gonna be happy to have what I'm just gonna be happy. I'm gonna have room for one staging, one room. I'll have one yard, one interchange track. I'm gonna interchange with Southern Railway, and I'm gonna be happy with that. And I'm gonna have at least have about 5 to 7 spurs and stuff, and I guess that's good enough. I'll ask you what y'all think. And I'm gonna have at least one passing track, no, at least 2 passing tracks. I couldn't make it double, but I'm gonna leave it like it is because I want to start building it probably in the next couple of weeks and stuff. Probably start building it around March and stuff. Now, first I got to rise up the bench where I can use it and put styrofoam on top of it. I was going to pay somebody to build this, to build me a track plan, but they was going to charge me $3,000 to do it. But that's way too much money. And I don't know if I can afford to have someone build a layout for me, because they did the same type of design track plans, and they was going to charge that much money for me to have to do a track plan. I called them about 2 years ago, and they was going to charge money for me and stuff, but I decided to go ahead and design it myself. Well, thank you, Boxcar Jerry. I got 2 or 3 different designs I did, but I just can't afford to have someone do my own track plan. $3,000 is a lot of money to have someone design a track plan for you. I'm just happy what I have and stuff. I mean, what my plan is, what I actually want to do. I don't want to. I mean, I like continuous running. I like to take a train. I do that in my club, so I run around. But what I like is I like to get into operations. I like switching. I like to do what the phototype does. Like one train leaves one destination. I could like say example, say that like a train may leave Raycross and go to Atlanta, Georgia with a load of freight. Then that local might go on a branch and take other cars. Is I want to set my time period like in the late from 1975 to early 80 in that time period. It's like a train may leave a yard, a freight may be made up, and it goes like I want to have like 2 cities, but I just didn't have the room. But what I could be happy with, if I could have at least have 1 or 2 interchange, I can interchange with Southern Railway and I can interchange with L&N. It's like I might have a local. It's like I could have a. I really want to have. It's like I really want to have a regular train go for one terminal to the other terminal, like leave Raycross and go to Savannah, Georgia, or go down to Florida. Then they have another train going to a branch. But now I said, well, no, I just don't have room for everything. I'm just going to be happy to what I got. I got a guy in my club. He's got a CS6 layout. It's a 20 by 20 building, but my layout ain't that big. And also by me putting masonite in my building, me and my mom put clouds and painted it. It shrunk my layout down. Actually, my layout size is 18 and a half inches wide by 9 foot and 3 inches wide. So I guess I'm going to just be happy to have what I have, where I can actually do some switching operations and run trains and stuff. Because there's some stuff I want to order, but first, before I can do that, I want to start. I'm thinking about taking my plan to Staples where they can print out like full size print and start building it. And that'd be cool, but I don't know how much Staples is going charge me to do a full-size printout. Let me show you my track plan number 2. This is the one I like best. Let me see, where is it at? Where is it at? I hear that. Oh, better not do that. I'm about to sing John. I'm about to sing. I'm about to sing John. Uh-oh. I was about to sing Johnny Cash. I'm getting excited. Here it is. This is track plan 2. This is the one I did two years ago. Let me see right here. This is the one I did. Oh, no. I don't need you right now, Bubba. Okay, this is track plan 2. This is the one I did 3. This is another plan right here. I got the far left is the engine terminal. I got about 6 tracks for 6 engines. Yeah, I wasn't gonna sing Johnny Cash, but this right here, I got on my second track plan. I'm gonna have a I can't pronounce it. A car repair shop, like a rip track, like they repair cars. I'm gonna get me like a little torch thing and have some cars damaged. Have a guy inside of the car shop like they did back in the early 70s and 80s. I know right now they got contractors they repair. And this is plan 2. Let me see if I can blow it up. This is plan 2. This is my second plan, and I added a second industry. One would be for tank cars. One would be for 40-inch box car industry. And because I'm gonna have like a one for tank cars, and one for gondolas. I got some gondolas. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hang on, I'm getting excited now. Choo choo! I hear the train coming. Hang on, I got some right here. Man, my sock is coming off. Now let's see where I'm at. Choo 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 choo. This is what I got right here. Hang on for a second, folks. Put the microphone back on. I bought these back in April. This is Seaboard Coastline. I guess it's a 40-inch gondola. I'm going to use this in switching operations. It's got a little dust on it. That's the one I bought. I got one right there. And this is the second one. I got 3 of them. You know, I could put scrap metal into it. Kind of anything it can represent. I got 3 of these cars. I got 3 of them and stuff. It's one of my cabooses down here. Seaboard Coastline cabooses. We're going to have a caboose track. This is one of the tank cars I bought because I remember seeing these when I was growing up back in the 70s and stuff. I'm gonna run these on a freight train. I bought this at the Jacksonville train show about 3 years ago or 4 years ago. I see these a lot on eBay. eBay sells these a lot too sometimes. Now I'm gonna run a lot of these because these were popular back in the Seaboard Coastline era, back in the Seaboard Coastline to early CSX probably. But I don't see them no more now. They might still be around, but I don't remember. I don't know if they still use them. But they were popular back when I was growing up as a child. I'm trying to find things that would be popular for the late 70s to early 80s. Yeah, I'm trying to make a collection of the model in the 1970s to early 80s periods. What kind of cars I'm trying to use, the styles where I can remember the 19 while I remember growing up in the 1970s here in the U.S. What kind of cars and stuff. And this is two different tracks. I'm thinking about this is a code. This is code 100, and this is code 83. This is code 83. My club uses code 100. In some part, they use a little bit of code 83 in the engine terminal. They might use a little bit of code 83. But on my plan, I got a bunch of code 83. It's Pico. Because right here you can see it. If I can show it to you, you might not can see it. It says Pico StreamYard. I just like the realism and how it looks real and stuff. But I was told, I was even told some of my club members that even code 100 is more reliable and it can hold up more reliable and stuff. Some told me and stuff. But I got about 7 or 8 code 100 down at my train building. I'm trying to find a way where I can start live streaming down in the building once I start building my layout. But once I start building my layout, I'm going to start giving video updates because once I start doing the cork and laying the track and stuff, I'm going to start like anybody else that does video updates. But when I get to the when I start getting to the point when I start live streaming, I want to get a device or I can contact from my internet and stuff where I can start live streaming down there where I can live stream at least once a week or every other week and kind of show you what I'm doing my layout, because I will give an update on my videos and stuff because I'm pretty excited about it. Because I was going to let people think about it. Let's show it to you what y'all thought about it. Because I got two different plans. I mean, you got to be happy somewhere. I mean, it's like I was happy. Well, I don't know if I was really happy because I looked all kind of different videos all through YouTube and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I only got one interchange track. I mean, my plan one has 2 interchange tracks. My plan 2 has only 1 interchange track. It's either I go with plan 1 or go with plan 2. I think it is plan 2. I got it's like you got the I mean, you just got option 1, option 2. Well, plan 2, I got more engine. I got more room for engines, and it seems like I got more industrial tracks too. But on plan 1, I got less engine terminal. I only got 3. I got 3 tracks. I only probably fit in about 4 to 5 locomotives, where I could probably put in 7 to 8 locomotives. But I don't know if that might be overpowering for like I'm thinking about that system called Power Cab, because I'm thinking about buying that. I don't know if that'd be overpowering. Then on version 1, I got 2 interchange tracks. So it's like I can interchange with 2 different railroads. It's like if I want to, I can interchange with Southern Railway. I can interchange with L&N, or it can be Norfolk Western back in that time period I'm modeling and stuff. It's like 2 different railroads I like to model in. And it's like on this layout, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if you interchange. If you have industry that has one turnip, but it's got 2 tracks on each one. I don't know if you call that 1 industry or 2 industries, because each industry I have, let's say for example, let me give you an example like this. Say this is a switch track, and I got a industrial track coming off here and another industrial track coming off here. Say you got one industrial. I guess these two tracks serve that one industry. That's how I guess that's how it is. Say that's how it is. Say I got an industrial building sitting right there. Then, or sometimes you may have two industries. You may have a industrial on this track, another industrial on that track, or I might have two industries, or I might have one industry on one track. I guess that's the way it goes. It's like I might have I might have a number 5 on one track. I'm gonna have a have 40-inch box cars. Is it 40-inch box cars? I think so. That's what I'm thinking about. It's 40-inch box cars where I'm gonna run the cars. It only may fit like 4 cars. The other track maybe drop off the other cars. It may not be served. So when I bring the locomotive in, I pick up the cars which has been served and pick the ones that have not been served and drop off the ones that has been. I guess has that works in switching because I hadn't done it in 3 or 4 months since we took our layout down. Or I can have 2 tracks, one serving one industry and one serving the other industry. Then on my other plan, it's the same plan as the other one. I got one before that. I had a I don't know if you call it the switch. It's not what's the switch yard lead where the track runs off, where I can run the cars out onto the switch yard lead, where the train can switch the cars out and do the switching and stuff. I had that on the end of my track. I mean, excuse me, I think you may call it the switch lead, the switch lead and stuff, running out and stuff. I had that on my very end of my track plan. There was going to be like a 26 or 27-inch radius where the track was going to run off to the end. But I guess I could use my I was going to use my I can't think that track, the lead yard track, because it's approximately about 4 foot. I got a 4-foot yard lead track. I guess I can use that for even switching cars around on without entering to the main line. I don't know what y'all think about that. I was going to have a switch yard lead, it kind of like dead end, but at first I did design it, but I got rid of it because it took away the space from my 28 and 30-inch radius and stuff, and I want to have that. But I'm happy. I'm happy that I got a 30-inch radius in the size of my building. Man, whew. Well, let's see. I don't think a 26 radius would be too sharp for engine running around. I don't think so. because I don't know if that'd be, let's see. I got this right here. This is a number 8 turnout. That's right here's a number 8. But that's going to be approximately too big to put on my layout. I don't know what this is. I'll have to see what this is. Excuse me, my nose is itching. I believe this is a number 5. Could be a number 6. Maybe. It may be a number 4. Oh well. I got a curve turnout. That came off my old layout. It was 24-inch radius. On my layout, I don't have any tunnels and stuff. So what do y'all think about the plan? Y'all think it's good, or you might want to comment, or hang on, make sure my microphone's working. Well, let me see if you see this. Let me put this down here. I don't know if you can see this right here. Blinding. Hang on. Let me zoom down. Hang on, Digger. Okay, this is my plan 2. I can't. I'm trying to. Darn it. The light's blinding me. Hang on. Let me put in, see if you can see it. Okay, that's plan 2. Okay, all the tracks you see, that's all the industries. Let me blow it up a little bit bigger. You might see a little bit better. That's one part of the plan right there. The 2 tracks, kind of like a horseshoe loop. That's the, hang on. I'm trying to clear my throat. Like one's like main 1, then main 2, then the passing track, and the 2 tracks in the far left. Well, thank you, Digger. Then I got the 2 little black buildings in the far corner is in the left hand corner is leading towards my yard. And I have 2 little tracks in the corner represent industries, and I got 2 tracks right there in the middle. Looks like a little shelf layout right in the middle, representing 4 industries right in the middle. I'll blow it up where you can see it bigger. The one I just blew up right there, not the horseshoe. I like them both, Digger, but I like them both. It's all preference which one I like best. The other one, this right here's got more. This right here's got more engine terminal. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me blow up the engine terminal. This right here is the engine terminal. I got the 2 tracks on the bottom is what I call the ready track. Once the locomotives get serviced, I put the engine in store. Then the 3 tracks on the top will be like the engines will go in there. Then the 2 tracks where the engines will be sitting and be ready to go onto the train. Then in the very far tracks in the corner of the engine terminal will be like the braking, making up of the trains ready to go to their next destination. I mean, basically all the tracks is going to go around in a circle in the big horseshoe loop. And I can only get so much locomotives, and plus I probably have like have a drawer to go underneath my layout to put the locomotives into and stuff. I like them both and stuff. They're good. They're good. I was going to go underneath. Let me give you an example. This one I liked. Let me see if I can find it. Lower staging. I gotta save yes. I want to go with this right here. This is the one I want to go with, but you know, like on my like one of my old layouts, I had a higher and lower track. Like the lower track came around, went down, went underneath, and came back up. Like he had like a what you call like an incline, like 2%, came down, came back up. And I want to have, I really want to have what they called staging. And let me zoom in. I'm not finished with it. This is a sample. This is another layout I designed. I can show it to you. Okay, the far track and the yards on top. The track's going around and it's going underneath, and it comes back around in a circle and it climbs back to the top. The 3 tracks underneath next to the yard underneath is a staging yard where the trains kind of start at point A, come around to the yard, start point B. Let me show. I can show you right. Let me show you. Oh boy, where is my pen? I need it. If I point these 3 tracks right here is a staging yard, like a 3-yard staging. This track comes over here, comes to. If I can, the light hides everything. Excuse me. I can't get nothing in here. The light blinds it. Hang on, I can't hide it. Oh boy. Excuse me, the lights hide. Crap. I can't get anything now. The lights. Okay. Basically, nor the track down in the middle, because that was supposed to come out like a 28, 30-inch radius. Right there where the track's looping around, that's supposed to be 5 foot, like a 28-inch radius, and it goes back around as a 30 and a 28-inch radius. Then I was going to go back around and go to make a higher and a lower track. But the only way I could have staging is the only way I can have staging is like where my board is at now. Let me show. I'll show you a picture of it. If Boxcar Jerry's still in here, or I wish that Derail Dale was here, I'll show it to you. Let me show you the photo of it. Where is my yard? I have a picture of my yard. Okay. This is my layout right here, my train building. This is what my building looks like. The top part right there, there's a little board that runs up there we're going to raise up. Actually, I want to put a staging yard underneath there, but from the top part to the bottom part, it's only going to be 7 inches from the top to the bottom. You probably can see it more. Let me zoom in where you can see it. Right there's the bottom board. Right here is like we're going to raise the board up about 7 inches, and really, actually, the board is 7 inches down below. We're going to raise it up. I mean, now, honestly, I don't know if it would work. Is I want to put a staging yard underneath it, but the only way to do it if I went to one of those plans where it's if my staging if I left that board like it was and put another board on top of another board and have the track to go down like 2% and put like a 2 or 3 yard track and have to go through, but I actually don't want to have a tunnel. If I can stage it to go through like an underpass and to put some buildings on top of it, because I don't want to have no tunnels on my layout, called representing Southeast Georgia. Now I guess it'd be like 7. I don't know how. I guess 7 inches would be. Excuse me. 7 inches would be something like that. About that tall. 7 inches and stuff. Excuse me. Try and pull my sock up. But I don't know if 7 inches will be tall enough. That might be too much and stuff. That might be 7 inches, might be too much. I mean, I got 3 different plans. I mean, I might have to go back and go around the wall with a horseshoe loop. Yeah, I still need to buy a track. But Boxcar Jerry, man, I want a staging yard, but in order for me to have a staging yard, the only way I can have a staging yard is if I took 2% of a grade and go down. But in order to do that, is I got to leave the board down like it is, and I'm only gonna have 7 inches from one top to the other top. But I don't know if that'd be too close. Like, say example, I'll give you an example right here. Okay. Let's see if I got a car. I get it right here. Let's see if I got a car. Okay, let's see. I got a car right here. Let's see if we got a car. Okay, we got a car. Say, for example, I got a freight car right here. This is a rail box. And say the car is, let me say, put it right here. If you can see it. Say the car is 7 inches like that. Then I gotta say this is my staging yard. Okay, I got to reach above 70 yards. Okay, I got the bottom part. I got 3 tracks for the staging yard where the train comes in. Then I only got 7 inches to reach in my hand to uncouple the cars. But I don't know if that's going to be enough room for me to reach in there. I don't know if the cars derail because it's just like for example, I'm not saying this is 7 inches. It may be 7 inches, like one board to the top board. This is the bottom board. Then there'll be another board on top where the train's going. The main yard is going to be on top of that, and there'll be 3 tracks. It'd be approximately like this. I'll show it to you. But I don't know if that'd be too much or too close to the other layout. It'd be like this layout right here. That's the only way I can do it. This is the only way I can do it. If y'all can see it. Darn it. Let me put it into the light where you can see it. That's the one that's going to have the staging yard. The 3 tracks to the far left is going to be underneath the layout where the track will go down like a 2% in my building, and the other track's going where actually it's going to be a bench where it's going to be 5 feet where it go down, because I want to have a staging yard, and the main yard's on top, and the staging yard's going to be down below, but it's only going to be like 7 inches above. I mean, top part on the top and 7 inches down below. That's the only room I got. That might be too much of a risk of knocking a car down with my with my hand. Let's see if I can. Let me see if I can zoom in. And I don't know. I might. That was the last plan I came up with, but the other plan might be better, because I don't have to worry about going in 7 inches, knocking a car down, because it's just all going to be flat. And I'm going to use styrofoam where I can cut out and do a river and stuff. But my other plan don't have a staging yard at all. I guess I'm just going to be happy to have what I have. I guess there's some people who don't even have staging yards, and just be happy with what I have. Well, at least there's one thing I can say. I'm going to have a yard. And all the other layouts I built in the past, I had a 4x. My first layout was a 4x8 with a circle with a passing loop. My second layout was when I was married. Was in a 11 and a half feet by 19 half feet long. I had a little small yard, but I mean, the scenery's done. My third layout was going to build. I finally going to have a yard. I'm going to have an interchange track, a couple of industries. No, I guess that's good enough. Yeah, and same thing. And I mean, I'm going to have. I mean, it's like this is how I say it. One, I'm going to have. Excuse me. Only going to have one room for one main yard, one passing track. Actually, two passing. Actually, I'm going to have another passing track in the main yard, and I'm going to have at least probably about 6 or 7 and a couple industrial tracks. But it's according to what plan I go with. Plan 2 has one interchange track, and plan 1 has 2 interchange tracks. It's all according to which one I like. I guess you can't have everything on the layout that you want, but I guess I might as well just be happy knowing I can run a train and do some switching and all that, because that's what I'm into. I like switching. You know, like running a local train, or if I want to run. Yeah, that sounds good, Digger. Let me take my glasses off. I'm thinking about either going with plan 1 or plan 2. They're both good, but the other one kind of going up and down. I don't know. That might be too much of a risk. I mean, I like the 2% grade, but it really involves tunnels, and I really don't want tunnels and stuff because of the time period. Time period I'm going to model in and stuff, because I'm modeling in southeast Georgia. I'm going to be modeling somewhere like between right across to Savannah, or down in the Jacksonville, probably down in Florida, and like around palm trees and stuff, and like that area and stuff. And that mine's more of a freelance layout. And I even looked at Google Earth to see how I can model things, but it seemed like it was too complicated to do phototype. I guess basically I just gotta have some track and some switches, and just the basic scenery that represents the South, like Georgia, like some grass and a couple pine trees. I was thinking about painting some pine trees onto my backdrop, but I don't know how complicated that'd be. Well, it's raining. Let me go back to plan 1, 2. New SCL yard. Yeah, I'm going to save that yes. Let me zoom down. Yeah, I think I might stick one of those plans. I'm going to go back either SCL 1 or go back to my track plan 1 and 2. I guess I didn't need to have a professional track planner to design this. I guess I designed it on my own. I wonder how much staples it cost me to have this full printed out, a full size. I've been watching that guy on YouTube. I can't think of his name. I've been watching his video, Mr. Mall Railroader, Mr. Mall Railroad. I've been watching some of his videos. I've been watching some of his videos and stuff a lot about him building his layout. I've been watching him a lot. Yeah, the most run. Let me ask you for example. Y'all probably I've been in Mall River since I was a teenager. Okay, like for example, let me show you an example. Let me count the. Let me see if I can count the feet. Okay, I just counted it. Running room on this is 58, 58 feet running around, actually blocks, 58. I guess that's good enough. Howdy, Majestic Railroad. I'm showing my layout. So I want to show you my layout I've designed. So what you think about this? This is my Seaboard Coastline freelance layout. You may not can see it. Hang on, I've got my microphone caught up into it. I'm designing a layout I'm going to build. This is a building that's going to fit into a 19 by 20 building. Hang on, the light's trying to blind it. Thanks. It actually fits in a 18.5 feet long by 9 3 inches wide utility building insulated. And I designed it off the any rail. This is my main yard right here. Yeah, that's AnyRail 6 software. I've been working on it off and on for several months to a year, trying to design and see what I want. I counted the blocks where the train goes around. It's about 58 feet going all the way around. I guess 58 foot. The whole train goes around. I'm gonna have a drawbridge where the bridge will lift up and come down. And my layout is gonna be, I'm gonna model in probably from the time period from 1975 to early 80 in Seaboard Coastline Railroad. Like here, you might not can see it, but if I can show it to you, I got a Seaboard Coastline. Darn it. Sorry about that. I messed the wrong camera. I got a Seaboard Coastline locomotive right there on my shirt. Locomotive. That's one of my shirts. That's what I'm going to be modeling. The reason for that, because my grandfather worked for that railroad, and now I guess we all have a favorite railroad we like. You know, some may like Norfolk Southern or CSX, or mine's a Fallen Railroad. Well, thank you, Digger. I bought a train show years ago. Yeah, it's designed off of AnyRail. Let's see if I can get it done. AnyRail. Yeah, it's AnyRail. That's where I designed it from. It's one of the cards I'm probably going to use on my layout. Mostly it's going to be a freight operations. If I do run a passenger train, it'd be M-track. It may be M-track, but I basically don't know. It's according what route I choose to run in the Seaboard Coastline area. Like if it's the Seaboard Coastline Savannah Division or the Jackson Division, it's according what area the M-track train will run through in freelance. If I choose to model from Raycross, Georgia to Savannah, Georgia, that route runs through Jessup, Georgia, then the M-track will come through that area. It's according what area I'm going to run through, because mine's going to be a freelance Seaboard Coastline layout. Because I looked on Google Earth to get ideas, not say get ideas, because I'm not a professional model railroader. I'm just doing something where I can enjoy and just kind of remember things which I grew up as a child when it was that railroad during the South. You know what I'm saying? And I came up with ideas because I got I don't know if you call it, not hardboard. What's that thing that goes on my backdrop? It's right here. I show it to you on my layout. Masonite. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's Masonite. Right here. Let me put it right here. This is Masonite. Let me see. There it is, Masonite. It's painted clouds. Yeah, I live in Georgia. Yeah, I'm from Georgia, Majestic Railroad. Yeah, I live in Georgia. I live about 67 miles from Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah, I have two YouTube channels. I have Raycross. I have SCL 1970 and Raycross Train Spotter. I started Raycross Trains back in April of last year, and I also decided to start me a second YouTube channel where I can start building my SCL layout in my utility building. And I belong to a train club about About an hour from here too. So I'm doing. I guess I'm wanting to do two live streams. One live stream from my Raycross train channel, which is my Raycross where I video trains in Raycross, Georgia. Then I'm going to do my other live stream when I start building my not layout, but actually when I start building my layout, it's going to be try to be a weekly update or whenever I start building this layout. Because I taught my mom about it. I guess the only me and my mom's going to start building this layout together and stuff. I want to show the progress, like doing the track and stuff. Yeah, Majestic. I I live in yeah, yes. I mean I live in Raycross. I film all the trains in Raycross, Georgia. Where you Majestic? Where do you live at? Yeah, I don't live too far from the CSX Rice Yard. Hmm. 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 Like I don't know if you say it. I guess the plan out of design. I don't know. It's like I'm not gonna have room for a staging yard. So, well, I want to say, what do y'all think about me not having room? It's like someone asked y'all's opinion. Basically, the train just goes around in the loop. If I can get around. I mean, I'm only going to have one yard and one interchange and a couple spurs, but yeah, but the design I mean, the actual design I designed, I want to have a staging yard, but I just didn't come up with it because I don't want to have any tunnels or mountains because mine representing like in southeast Georgia or like in representing the South. Yeah, that's a point. I was gonna have one of the things, the train kind of goes around a helix, but I didn't have the room for that because I'm gonna have pictures hanging up on the wall above it, all the way around it. I guess that's about the basics of the one I like best. I got plan two and stuff. I'm playing one. I guess it's gonna be the first plan I'm gonna try to build by myself to do this. I don't know how much track it's gonna take to build this. I guess it'd be a fun process. I think about taking this to Staples to get this. Hang on, to get this to have Staples to print this out. I don't know how much Staples would charge for this or any printing place to print this out full print. Actually, having it be full print out or actually have to draw all the tracks out and stuff. That takes some time. But I'm gonna have it all printed out where I can. I don't know what you call it. Where I can know where I can glue each track down to know where all the yard everything's going. I really don't know about that. The old southern line. I don't know about the old southern line. I don't get much parts about this southern line unless I see videos stuff on YouTube. I wonder if I'll say is it. I wonder if a car like this will overhang on a 28-inch radius, or that's a pretty long car. Well, that's why I consider my main line going to be a 28-inch radius. I won't run longer cars on my layout like that. Okay, y'all take care. Oh man, this live stream ain't just for me no more. 2 watching. It might go off because it might have been me. I discussed about the future of my layout, but I don't know. 3 watching now. Hang on. I was discussing about the future of my layout, but I was showing it a while ago, but sorry about that. I was talking about the future of my HO scale. See, darn it. Hang on. I'm going to have to leave it out. I was discussing about my future layout. If anybody wants to come in and talk about it, I was talking about building a layout. I got a layout that's it's going to fit into a 9 by 19 building. I ain't going to have room for staging, but I can be happy with that. Anybody wants a comment here, I show it to you. Anybody wants to see, I show you my layout. I got to put in the code. Let me go back. Let me go back to it. Oh, you already left. Hang on. All right. If you're anybody here watching, this is track plan. Hang on, I can't get it. Darn it, I'm having so much trouble today. Hang on. All right. This is the track plan. Anybody wants a comment? This is the layout. It's going to fit in the 18.5 inches wide, 9 feet and 3 inches wide. With a draw-up bridge. See if I can go up to it. I mean, it might be pretty big, but I don't know if it'd be pretty big. But the main radius is a 28-inch radius, and the main yard is about 8 to 9 feet long. About there it is, right there. 1 interchange track, a couple spurs. If I'm smiling, it must be good. I really must be liking the layout. Hang on, I dropped my microphone. I ain't gonna worry about it. I got 2 watching. But that's what I'm thinking about doing. Nobody's commenting. But I got 2. Let's say, for example, let's say this is a track right here. I got 2 tracks on both sides. Actually, single track. One side it runs about 8 foot. The other side runs about 9 foot. And let's say I'm gonna have a train running. A maximum train may be 8 to 9 foot. Cars like this running down the track. Chug, 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 chug. I mean, get real. I ain't gonna do that. I mean, I got a train that's running. For one switch. Let's see if I got a switch. This might be broken. Like this be a switch. Oh well, they left. 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 Oh well, ain't no more coming in. Invite a guest. No. Invite a guest. I'll be here for a few minutes and I'm going to go because I don't see anybody coming in. Friend, banner, comments. Anybody else going to come in? I'm going to turn it off. There's only one person watching. That's okay. So I'm about to turn it off. I've been here 2 hours. Oh well, not the icon of things. $114.